We're going to take a look at SanDisk here on the weekly chart today. We're toying with that $1,600 level, kind of a volatile day in here overall. Pre-market thought we were going to have a huge push in here. We were trading up near those 1670s almost, and then came crashing down in here. And about midday, we were trading in those low 1530s. A nice little recovery in here to end the day, and then more or less just kind of toying with that 1600. Obviously, ended below or about $11 off of it right now. That puts us to the green in here by about 41 cents on the day. Going forward, where does that kind of put us here on this overall weekly chart? Well, to the upside, we're going to look at the highs that came in here today during the trading session. It's going to be 1658. To the downside in here, we're going to be looking at that $1,500 level. And then anything outside of that, we're going to be looking at this 1471 right here. That's more or less where we closed at last week. And then anything outside of that, we're going to be looking down here at this $1,400 level, and that's going to be the lower trend line of this overall structure. You see a very harsh trend line we have here on the lower, same with the upper in here, just because this stock has ran up so much. So let's just make it harsh. Let's just see what's going to happen, what kind of consolidation we're going to get. I think this is going to give us a nice ceiling in here. This is going to be a nice floor. So let's see how much consolidation we are going to do. So we all know that we're going to consolidate, right? And we're going to come back down to life. But the problem is, how volatile is that consolidation going to be? Are we going to be trading between the 15 and the 1600s now for a while? Or are we going to tighten it back up? We're going to be down here in the 14s to about 1450s? Where is that consolidation going to happen? And then how much is it going to be? That's kind of the overall lingering question. But to the downside in here, anything below that 1400 key dollar level, just kind of chalk it up to about every 20 bucks, working our way down till we get to that 9-day EMA right here that's trading at 1243. So just kind of look about $20-$25 in here as your support's kind of working your way down until the chart starts to kind of dictate other things to us. And that's coming below that $1,400 level, right? So going forward to the upside in here, obviously, we mentioned those intraday highs. Anything outside of this, we're going to let the chart kind of dictate things, but we like nice whole numbers. We like the 1700, 1750, 1800, etc. We do have a big, huge wall up here right around those 1800s in here. You can see really it's kind of like 783 to right around that 1790, but we're going to chalk it up to 1800 in here to the upside. Everything's overbought on our RSI. Volatility through the roof. IV ranking sitting up here at 74. You have a built-in implied move of $102.23 coming in by this Friday. So a lot of levels that we just mentioned definitely on the table in here, and about 2 trading sessions to hit them and beyond, right? So crazy volatility in here. If we do get some consolidation, and if it's tight, like we just kind of mentioned here, if it's tight between those 15s and the 1550s, watch out, because that volatility is going to collapse, and is going to collapse hard. But it looks like everybody's pricing in big swings in here. Calls are skewed because now all your risk is to the upside in here. So let's keep an eye on this overall volatility, and let's watch this kind of whole sector, right? As Micron, as Western Digital, as these things in this same space start to move and start to kind of come back down to life in here, let's watch and see how SanDisk is going to overall react to that. Let's see how it correlates with the market, and then let's see if that, I guess, how fast that volatility is going to come back to life, right? Implied volatility is always mean reverting, but let's see how quickly that is going to come back down to life, and let's see where our overall gauge of our volatility kind of ends up as we're consolidating up here. So that's what we're looking at here in SanDisk. Congrats to everybody who bought this about a year ago and has been holding on. But let's see what happens in here as we continue throughout the end of the month, and then we open up the last month of this quarter in here. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.